Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Thank y'all so much for coming on to the live stream today. It's going to be a great live stream as usual. I want to give a shout out to the NTZ crew. I see both of you on here already, Jacob Tanjay and Michael Beecher Life. I want to give a shout out to my viewers who will be watching this on replay, and also any new viewers and subscribers. Thank y'all so much. A guy had sent me a link yesterday. The peso had gotten up to 59.21. It's down 58.8 right now. Still unbelievable. I'm basking in the glory over here with that rate right now. I mean, it's really, really. Actually, Michael Beecher Life said he got 59.13 at the ATM yesterday. You can't beat that. Right now is a good time to be in the Philippines. Really, any time's a good time. Floyd Mayweather's in the Philippines, if anybody's interested. You know, he had that exhibition fight in Japan a few nights ago. Now he's in the Philippines. He actually likes it over here. He's been over here a few times just on his own. You know, he flies his private jet over here. And, of course, you know, who wants to see a 50-year-old Mayweather versus a 46-year-old Pac-Man? I don't. I won't be spending any of my hard-earned money for that. Now, I do want to say this before we get started, because I'm waiting on him to click the link. With this strange guy that was at the guest house recently, at no time was our life in jeopardy. At no time did we feel threatened or anything like that, or any harm's way. But, you know, we just felt violated. I don't know if you've ever had your house broken into before. I had my house broken into in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's just a strange feeling. And I got that same feeling when he left. And that's the reason I decided to shut the guest house down, because we had 7 phenomenal guests in a row that led me to think, oh, man, this is a great idea. But then we get this one guy who made me trash all of that and say it's a terrible idea. But it wasn't who y'all think it is. I know these trolls are saying, oh, yeah, I was over Calvin. No, it wasn't him. Everybody knows what that fat slob looks like. And even if it was him, well, he showed me his face. He's on CCTV, everything like that. But it wasn't him. These trolls are using this as content, because they can't come up with any content. But yeah, we never felt threatened. But, you know, he treated our hospitality so bad. It was just a shame, man. So I said, just forget it. I don't want to feel it like that anymore. But this story today is so preposterous that I told the guy, when he messaged me on Facebook, I said, look, don't even text another word. I need some proof. I don't even want to talk to you, because people all the time want to give me these stories. Sometimes they want to try to set you up, thinking you're going to put the story out there when it's not true. See, I've got my reputation on the line. I can't do that. So I said, look, man, before you can go on, send me some proof of this 20 million pesos. You know, you might as well not even talk to me. So, man, he sent me page after page after page of money he was sending to this lady every single day. And I'm like, my first question to him was, where are you getting all this money? Did you rob a bank or something to finance this Filipina? Yeah, 20 million, guys. It's not 20,000. That's 400. He sent over 400,000 US dollars to this woman that he's never met before. And I said, where are you getting this kind of money from? Well, he's a Bitcoin investor. He's an investor, and he's got, I think, real estate and something else out in Vegas. Yeah, he's going to be on here today. Thank you, Digital Swag, for that super chat. He says, I'll see you in December, Calvin. Flight and Airbnb booked, and I'm like a kid waiting for Christmas. Stay safe, brother. You coming at the right time, man. No one does Christmas like the Philippines. He says, show his face, name, and shame. Yeah, he's coming on here with a name, Lucky. And he said it himself. He got unlucky. But I asked him, I said, what made you think that much money, it was going to take that much money to save this woman? Because he says they live in the squatters area, living down by the river. And I was like, well, what made you even if he'd have sent $400, guys, about 20-something thousand pesos, I'd have called him a damn fool. But he sent 400,000 US dollars. And I got it right here documented. Most of it was MoneyGram, but he sent Western Union. And I was like, holy cow, this is a world's record. I've never seen anyone come anywhere near that. Oh, go on somewhere, you clown. You didn't come in my guest house, you fat slob. Get rid of him. I don't want no fat, out of shape slobs on my channel. Get rid of this guy right here. He's a liar. You're lying. You was never in my, you a coward. You would never step foot inside my gate. It wasn't you. You damn lie. He said, what made it? Because I got a scoop, man. This is a scoop. He wants to come on here and help people. And I hope that, maybe he changed his mind. I don't know. I'm waiting for him to come on, but I just want to give you a little backstory. It's the worst management of money that I've ever seen in my life. He says, because I said, without you being on here, and because I may change if he doesn't come on, I'm going to go back to my original live stream, because I told him, I said, no one will believe this story unless you told it yourself. Because people think I make this stuff up, but I don't. Some guy, the guy who was the strange guest, he asked me, he said, aren't you worried about running out of content? I said, man, the universe is limitless. I said, wherever I go, there's going to be a story to tell. And then I've got my viewers and subscribers. I said, I would never run out of content. I've got stories like this. I just never tell them, because the guys say, hey, don't even tell that story. I just need somebody to talk to. But this guy, he said, no, I want to help some people. So I'll come on your live stream. I'll let you interview me. But I said, before you do that, I want some proof. So he sent me, y'all think I'm joking. I'll show you. I'm going to show you from back here. Here. He starts here. Wait. He starts here. He sent me page after page after page of where he was sending his money. Every single day. I'll give you an example. August 12th, 2022, he sent $565. August 15th, $300. July 29th, $183. July 25th, $75. September 7th, 66. It's just August 26th, 362. It goes on and on and on and on, guys. And I will give him a few more minutes, about 20 minutes, 10 o'clock. If he's not on here, I'll go back to my original live stream, and then we'll just have to catch him later on down the line. You know, Maryland couldn't believe it. I surely couldn't believe it. So I knew you wasn't going to believe it. So I said, there's no way I'm going to talk about this in any detail unless you come on here yourself. No, Jeff Lay said something doesn't smell right. Did he give away 20 million? Seems like he likes being a victim. No, that's why I want him. I want to get inside his head. He's already showed me. He gave me line after line after line of this stuff, man. He sent 20 million pesos over 2 years, over a 2-year period. Because he said he had never met a Filipino before. And he said that he would still be on the hook had he not found my channel. But he found my channel a year ago. But he just sent money. Let's see. The last time he sent money was in September. Let's see. Got right here. The last thing he sent, hell, the other day. He sent it all this month. Let's see. September 11th, September 16, 21, 23. This guy. September 7, September 3. He's still sending money. And I told him, I'm not going to put my life in jeopardy by telling you don't send any money. I said, I'm going to let my viewers do it. Because if somebody was sending me that kind of money, and then some other guy says, hey, stop sending them money like that, I'd be pissed off, man. But it looks like he may not show up, guys. Maybe he changed his mind. I don't know. He sent me a friend. He sent me a picture of the lady. And she's nothing to write home about. I'm not going to show her picture. I'm like, you know, man. Moments with Mitch says, I have a friend whose boss man sent hundreds of thousands of dollars to some strange woman. We still don't know who it really was getting the money. Well, he came, you know, he had all good intentions. She was living in squatters area. They were staying down by the river. And I said, well, hell, if you'd have sent 400,000 pesos, you'd have been a fool. He sent 400,000 US dollars. Even $400, I would have laughed at him. But hell, he sent, man, that's a tremendous, tremendous amount of money, man. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I ain't gonna lie. This is the only story, one of the only stories I really felt physically sick. I really felt bad for the guy because he seems like to be a good guy. And I just, you know, I can't get inside his head if he's not going to show up. I mean, I really felt bad for him because over here, if you don't listen to anything else I have to tell you, listen to this. This is 10 lifetimes of money that he sent. Her grandkids, her kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, great-grandkids. If she does right by this money, they're going to benefit it. But guess what? He said she blew all the money. They've blown all the money. Yeah, TJ, 20 million. I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, look, man, I don't want to hear that, man. You lying. No way. Hollywood Baby said, hey, brother, Cal, one monkey don't stop the show. Don't let that trick kill your vibe. It's not. Because my mother taught us a long time ago, just because people are silly don't mean you have to be silly. Don't ever let people change you. He's not going to change me. But I changed my mind about the guest house. I've had 7 just outstanding guests in a row. They all saying my wall, except for one guy, Matt, of, I forgot the name of his channel. living well in the Philippines or something. But anyway, because we didn't have the marker. But I'm talking about I had 7 tremendous guests in a row. Then this guy comes along, but he was so creepy. He was so, who would come all the way to San Carlos City just to stay in the guest house? I don't understand it. It wasn't like he was my number one fan or something like that. It just, when he left, it just kind of threw me off. The red flags just started piling up, man. He didn't eat dinner. He did eat breakfast and lunch, but he didn't eat dinner. And then he's trying to sneak out of my gate without even saying goodbye to me, man. I couldn't get over that. But no, he's not going to change me in the way I treat people and how I feel personally about my viewers and subscribers. But he woke me up to, is this really a good idea? I had my house broken into before, and that's how I felt. Like I felt violated. What's going on living abroad? I think you're back in Canada now. You've been uploading a lot of vlogs, I guess when you were in the Philippines. But yeah, you're back in Canada now. I love LaChan says, I can't, but a lot of beer in LaChan for that. What a shame. Well, they used it. They used, when you got a good thing like that, they're going to eat it up, man. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to figure out what in the world was this woman doing with all of this. But let me ask him, and then we'll go on, guys. I'm just asking, did he change your man? I said, let me know something, man. Don't just stick me out here like that. But until he gets on here, yeah, Alex says he has zero sympathy. Well, I got sympathy. For anybody. I mean, you got to realize, you can tell them till you blue in the face, they're still going to do it. JV says, should you have a rule if you use the guest house, you do an interview? No, because I promise you guys, I respect your privacy. But remember, privacy is such a broad term. It's a broad term, really. But I respect your privacy. There's no cameras in there. There's no listening devices or anything in that guest house. But when you come over here and it's like you're hiding, which a lot of guys who come over and visit me, it's like they're hiding from something or somebody. See, that's what I can't tolerate. I come from an era, man, where people were who they said they were. Nowadays, we live in an era, man, you got fake profiles, fake pictures on profile. You don't know who's who. I want to know who the hell you are coming through my gate. You don't have to do an interview or anything like that, but open up. Let me know who you are. You're not that important. And how can you, if you want to be private, then be private. That means don't come around anybody. Creep around and sneak around like you've been doing, like you want to do, where you think you're not going to be seen. But I got news for you. The airline knows you're here. Immigration knows you're here. The government in your country knows you're here because they swiped your passport. The hotel staff, the woman you with, her family, man, listen, you can't creep over here. But that's what y'all want to do. Imagine this guy wouldn't even sign my wall. See, that's what sent me going. But no, it's not that fat troll that smears everybody's name over here. I won't even say his name. It's not him. He's using that to get some content. They can't come up. No. I'm not trying to do all of that, dude. He says you're so focused on ensuring you know who someone is, who rents from you. Do you use a third party? No, absolutely. I don't need to do that. Normally, I just say, hey, let me see your ID. Let me see your passport. It's not that I'm focused on that. I'm taking you for your word. We're grown men. Yeah, there's no games to be played and all of this, man. Just who the fuck are you? Okay, are you a subscriber? Do you need to stay here for a couple of nights? We're going to treat you like family. All right? But all of those secretive stuff, that's what sex tours and sex pets do. Creeping around. It's a red flag for me. And I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to be an accomplice to that. The hell with that. Privacy is it's a broad term, man. Yeah, he says, what can the women spend all that money on? That's one of my questions. I was going to ask him, like, hey, man, what are they spending all this money on? Because he claims that he was moving her out of the squatters area and off the river bank. I said, well, hell, you could have did that with 400,000 pesos, and that would have been a whole lot. You never met the guy. What made you think you had to do that anyway? That kind of money? I guess he's embarrassed now, and he don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to just go on, guys, because he's not, he must have changed his mind, but it's a true story. I've got it right here. I've got her name, his name, because he was sending it to her. It's just line after line after line after line of this from MoneyGram. And I won't show it enough where you can see her name. But he said she's from down in Butuan, and that's what I asked him. I said, what in the world is she spending it on? I wanted to hear some of the stories that they were telling him to keep him sending the money. And then what kind of work do you do, man, that you got that kind of money to send over here? Okay? This is what I'm talking about. No, it wasn't a lady boy, but even if it was, I felt sorry for him. I mean, I really felt sorry. It's one of the few times that I really felt sorry for somebody, because he seems like to be a pretty good guy. He just didn't know what he was doing. Hey, TJ. He done sent money from Malaysia, man. What's up? Thanks, brother. He said, greetings from beautiful, it's pretty nice Malaysia. All this talk reminds me of one rule in life my mom made sure I always adhere to. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Yeah, and that's what it has to do with. I was saying that to, that's the reason why I shut the guest house down. I'm not going to go through that anymore. I don't want to feel like that anymore, guys. Because I was saying to him, she must have had a hell of a peekaboo game for you to send that kind of money. It must have been a hell of a peekaboo game. That's a fact. But yeah, I'm going to just go on to my original. But when y'all come over here to visit me, I want to know who you are. You already know me. So why are you creeping around, man? If you want to creep, that's your business. But do it somewhere else. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? He said, Cal, do you think you broke your own rule about doing things in the Philippines that you would never do at home? No, because this is the kind of person I am, man. I take people for their word. I'm an insurance agent, man. I got that type of personality. It's just that I guess I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not making excuses. We were rushing back to meet him. Me and Merlin, we were in Bacala. He was on the ferry. So I'm hoping and praying I get back in time. So there's a lot going on in my mind. And then when he does get here, he gets lost. I'm giving him directions on how to get here. I step outside, here they are. So, it just kind of, it was a lot in my mind. I just kind of overlooked it, and it really didn't occurred to me that I should have did all this until after he left. And he left that whole trail of red flags behind. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking too. Um, uh, Cap on, he says, maybe it was just a way for him to get a free stay and he would have felt obliged to offer you some payment on the way out. So he thought he could escape. No excuse for not saying goodbye. Really rude. Yeah. Well, that was his whole. I was trying to tell him how to get here. I said, just rent a taxi if you don't, to make sure you catch the ferry in time, because that ferry only runs, I think it's 7 a.m. light ferry, 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and then 6 p.m. If you don't make that 6 p.m., you're caught over there. And I said, it's about $2,000 where he put me back. I'm on the bus, 120 pesos, a whole lot better than, 2,000. And everything he was talking about, he's being cheap about it. So I guess that's what it was. And then he said, yeah, he used the word that I used in my video. I just like to come there for a couple of days to cool my pockets, which I don't care. That's what it's for. But don't just come here and be weird like that. You don't socialize. You don't do nothing. You just stay in that room in there. Let's see. Phil Hand News says, from the face, I feel that Calvin was scammed for $400,000. He seems nervous. Me? Nervous? Come on, man. What am I nervous for? I'm trying to help some people, in which he was trying to help people, but he disappeared on me like a ghost. And that's okay. We'll talk about what we had to talk about. It just kind of, it's like an oxymoron to me. You want to be private, but yet you come around everybody. Because privacy means a whole lot more than just, oh, I don't want people to see my face. When I go on vacation, man, I want to take pictures. I want to document it, take videos and stuff like that. I don't want to come 8,000 miles to a place like the Philippines and then you don't want to take any pictures or nothing. My channel is not that important. You're not that important. Even if you sat on here right now and I did a video with you, very few people would see it. Probably none. Nobody that you know. What's up, Vince Lawson? It's a brother. He lives here in St. Carlos. Well, he stays here on and off. I think he's heading back. When you say you're going back, Vince? November? But I told him the other day, what he's doing, what Vince is doing right now, is the reason why people go broke. He's renting 2 apartments. There's no reason for that, Vince, and I told you that. And I'm not trying to put you out there because nobody knows you. But that's the kind of stuff we do, guys. We overthink stuff. We overdo things. We're in a hurry. You're not at home. Things work out differently over here. He said, get the lights up, people. Hey, Calvin, I'm with the other fellows on this about being careful with your guest house. Having a good heart doesn't mean you shouldn't be careful. Well, I'm always careful. I had 7 outstanding guests in a row, and then so many other of my subscribers who didn't stay there, but they come to my house. Every last one of them. I would say 15, close to 20 people altogether, Tim. And they were who they say they were. We talk like we've been knowing each other forever. See? It's just that this guy gave me such a creepy feeling that I decided, you know what? Even if he'd have showed me his ID, it wouldn't have changed anything. It wouldn't have changed his behavior. No, John. He said the wonders I could do with 40,000 on men. No, 400,000, not 40,000, 400,000. That's so many lifetimes of money over here. Hey, MRC Promotions, that's my homeboy from Louisville, Kentucky, man. He's doing a lot of music, and I think you're into movies now, right? Yeah, this guy's really disappointed me, man. He said he was going to come on here. He says the guest you speak of, wait, in your past videos. No, see, when he came here and he checked in the guest house, and I was giving him the key, I said, "You want to tell your story?" He said, "No, I'm one of those guys that I'm in the background." He says, "I just watch your videos. I never comment or anything like that." Okay, I didn't have any reason to believe, not to believe him or anything. It's just after he left, guys, it was so much that I said, this guy, I don't want people like him at my house. Well, it don't matter, man. Everybody has a sexy wife over here. He said, what's his name? Omega 1 says, think about it, Cal. Once you start showing your sexy wife thumbnails, you don't know who's watching it, and creeps or they like to test themselves. Well, here's the thing. And this is honest God truth. I never felt at any time that we were in any harm's way. My family's life wasn't in jeopardy or anything. He didn't do anything like that. It was just his behavior. I don't want that kind of stuff around me. Even if he'd have gave me all his credentials, it wouldn't have mattered. His behavior was off the charts. It was out of line. And then when he's trying to run away from here without ever saying goodbye, see, that was the icing on the cake. And then I just asked him something simple. Right before, because I said, hey, you want some coffee? You want breakfast? Well, he drank coffee. I said, you want breakfast? He said, no, it's too early, but he don't realize he ate breakfast at the same time the day before. So I said, hey, don't forget to sign the wall. And 5 minutes later, I hear him telling Merlin's mother, I'll see you later and all this and all that. He don't know. I'm right here by the guest. I hear everything he say. I catch him at the gate. I say, hey, man, you going to leave without even saying goodbye? He had that little shit-eating grin on his face. I'm like, dude, hey, thanks, Smooth, for the super chat. He said, check my passport, license, and all. Cool with me. It wouldn't have changed his behavior, though. See, that's all I'm saying. Hey, Freddie Morales. He said, hey, Calvin, Freddie from New York City. How are you? I'm doing good, man. I'm just kind of sore, man. I've been going to the gym. Maryland's got me in the gym again. And all of a sudden, this guy was supposedly bringing me along slowly, man. Now, all of a sudden, man, he's like a damn beast. He's taking films of me and stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm going to keep on going. I'm going to get it all the way in tip-top shape since I'm in, my wrist got back in order and everything. Oh, man, he's in Tampa Bay now, riding out the storm. Man, that's a hurricane down there, which they call it hurricane in America. They call it a typhoon over here. Isn't it the same thing? And he says the OG Popeye, that's the most money I can remember the 5 years I've been here. Yeah, that's a world's record. That's what I was going to tell him. Another question I was going to ask him was, what do you think I could do for you? I mean, I can't help you. You've already sent the money. He said, thank God the guy from Tucson is in here. Good evening, Cal. Yeah, he's probably watching. Robert means well, man. He's a good guy for real. He means well. And really, he asks a lot of, just different questions. Well, I don't hate Manila. I like to visit Manila. I just couldn't live there with all the traffic, the crime, the congestion, and everything. I can't do it. Now, see, this is what I'm saying. I get this "I told you so" attitude. Even though you're right, guys. He said, Calvin, don't accept anybody in your home until you have some way to investigate the people. I come from an era where people are who they say they are. And you take people on their word. But now we live in a time where I guarantee you, all the people watching me, half of you, it's not your real name. It's not your real picture on your profile. See, it's only till you get here do I know who you are. And then I don't know because you'll tell me, oh, I'm such and such, but my screen name is I Love LaChine, something like that. Hey, Freddie Sanders, he said, what's up, Cal? I'm here watching live going through the storm. Yeah, you're down there with my homeboy. He's in Tampa Bay, too. Now, you in St. Petersburg or you in Tampa Bay? And I want you on my next panel because Freddie Sanders, he brought his wife to America. Just kind of want to talk to you about how that's working out, some of the things the changes, that you're going through and all of that. Hey, Stylish over 60 said, clearly, Calvin, he was unappreciative of your generosity. Yeah, he's an American. We bring that attitude over here that people owe us something. Anthony Williams says, hey, Calvin, how's it going? Did you hear that Coolio passed away? I didn't. Wow. Did they give a cause of death? TJ Johnson says, I don't care. He said, I don't know. It's because it's in Malaysia, but I had a super chat sneak past you. Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Let's see. Well, not this. Is it this one? Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, I just saw it. Thanks, TJ, for the super chat. He said, I feel bad for your Western Union wild boy, but I hope he comes on and tells his story. Just once, I'd love to see one of the girls these poor saps send money to and go down. I get it, homeboy. Never been the case. And you're not going to be, this not going to be the case either. Because it looks to be, from what he sent me, she's on the chubby side. She got the double chin going. And Russell Johnson said, Calvin, that food sent that woman 339,000 US. That's crazy, man. Now, he sent 400,000. So he actually sent more than 20 million, Russell. He actually sent 400,000. He got bank statements and everything. I don't know what happened to him. If he's in his right mind, is it money laundering? I was going to ask him all of that, man. This is a story that we're not going to let go of. We're going to stay on this. But maybe something came up. Oh, okay. Golden Gate said, Calvin, when I visit St. Carlos City, I'm going to make a documentary out of it. No creeping. Yeah, that's the way to be. I don't come anywhere and I'm trying to hide. I don't want anybody. Who's going to see me anyway? Nobody that I grew up with. I've got 41,000 subscribers. Thank y'all, by the way. Nobody I ever grew up with, nobody in my family's ever said, they don't even watch my channel. I could say anything. I could get butt naked on here and they would never see it. I'm like, well, who are you guys hiding from? Nobody watches me for real. I'm saying, I don't want to come to a place where I got to hide, where I can't enjoy myself and be myself and all of that. I respect your privacy. It's a broad term. I don't have cameras and listening devices, all of that. There's a lock on the bathroom door in there. There's a lock on the outside door to protect your privacy. But you got to open up if you're going to come over here or you want to hang out with me. I want to know a little bit something about you. I don't want to be hanging out with a bank robber or somebody on the Interpol wanted list or something like that. Hey, Smooth, thanks for that super chat. He said, real pick, just doing my Thea's face. Okay, Laura. Said he was 59. They say cardiac, but they doing autopsy. Wow, we're the same age. Just a fact, man. If you're a black man out there watching from the ages of 50 to 60, that's an important years. If you make it to that 60, you almost got it made. But it's in those years right there that get us, because it shows your lifestyle starts to show in those 10 years right there. What you were doing in your 30s and all of that. Because so many of my family, my friends, they never make it to that 60, man. They die in that 50. I'm 59. I hope I can keep going. Coolio was 59. It's true, man. I didn't make this up. This is what the doctors are saying. Okay, Beach of Life said, Chad is moving today, over 300 watching. Yeah, because I thought we were going to have this exciting interview, man. Now the guy doesn't show up. He doesn't realize the people he can help by just telling his story, like what's going through your mind, sending money like this. Let me give y'all an example. I said this already, but I'm gonna show you something. And I'm thinking, what Filipino in the squatters area, by the way, living by the river, needs this kind of money? Okay. September 11th, he sent $25. September 16th, and this is just what he was sending online. This isn't when he went to the agent directly or Western Union or bank transfers. September 16th, $90. September 21st, $135. September 23rd, $55. September the 7th, $66. September 3rd, $66. August 31st, $70. August 26th, $362. August 15th, $300. August 12th, $565. July 29th, $183. July 20th, $575. Man, I could go on and on, guys. This guy lost his mind. July 15th, $45. The 16th, $90. 16 again, $185. 18, $37. 100, 238, 105, 78. It's all in July. 65, 185, 185, 37. Wow. This guy's crazy. 285. Y'all get the drift. Because I told him, man, I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want to hear it, man. The story was so preposterous. I said, unless you send me some proof that that's what you did, stop contacting me. And unless you agree to come on here and tell your story, I'm not going to really tell it. It's a whole lot of stuff I got written down here. I'm not going to talk about it, guys. I'm going to let him tell you the story. You know. But your secretiveness in the Philippines is a red flag. I met a nice guy. He was a doctor, man, right there in Mactan, Newtown. I'm going to the laundry. He pops out of his condo lobby. Are you Sunshine Shows? Oh, man, I follow you and I like your videos, blah, blah, blah. What is the chances of me meeting you, right by this? So he said, my condo is not going to be available for a couple of hours. He said, I said, okay, just hang with us, because we were going out to eat, going to the mall and everything. Well, hell, this guy, don't tell anybody my name. Don't tell him where I am. And I'm like, well, maybe because he's a doctor, but still, guys, why would you hide that? I could see if you work for the CIA or you here on business, but y'all are here on vacation. What's wrong with the Philippines? Why don't you want people to know that you're here? That's why I want to know. Can y'all answer that question today? Why is it that y'all don't want people to know you're here? What is it about the Philippines? If you were over in London, you'd be, partying, Jamaica and all those places. But when you get to the Philippines, you want to hide. You want to creep. What are you doing over here that allows you to do that? I don't get it. Are you embarrassed? Hey, thanks for that super chat, TJ. He said there's too many super hot, super broke girls in the Philippines for y'all to be giving away money to these provincial mud ducks. That said, though, the right attention at the right time can make a swamp donkey look like a thoroughbred. And I think this is what's going on, TJ, with a lot of these guys. These women are showing them attention, the type of attention they're not used to, or it's coming from a woman that they're not used to getting attention from. Because some of these women, a lot of them over here, they're cute as a button. They're almost perfect. And you see them, and they start showing you attention, saying all the right things, and it overrides your five senses that you practice every day. And you can't handle it. So all of a sudden now you want to become this Superman, and you want to rescue her, the damsel in distress. And this woman is probably, I'm going to give it, she got makeup on this picture. I'm going to give her a 3.3 at that. You know, because he been sending all that money. She got the stenciled on eyelashes and, you know, I don't blame her though. No, he says, Geo's truth. He said, documents could be BS. No. Let's see chat logs so we know what the money is for. No. This is real, guys. This guy's not like that. I mean, why would you call me up and come up with all this stuff right here? I could easily check this. I mean, no, he sent this money. Yeah, and that's fine. Rod Hoob, he said some people are just secret people. Well, I'm just asking you, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But don't come around me with that. I don't operate like that. We want to go out and have fun and, you know, have a good time. Doesn't mean you have to interview you or something like that. But just the fact that you would say, don't post my picture, like, well, what am I supposed to do with it? If I take your picture in this damn phone, you're more likely to get exposed by me leaving it in my phone than if I put it on my community page, which, by the way, maybe 200 people may see it. Nobody in your 6 degrees is going to see your picture on that. And even if they did, so what? It's not like we're standing there naked, you know, doing something crazy. All of my pictures are just respectful. We're either in a restaurant somewhere in front of the house, at the center mall over here. One guy, I was at Save More, I got a picture of him. Why would you want to hide that? That's all I'm saying. And if you do, then just take that stuff somewhere else. You're not secretive over here, by the way. Rod Hoob. The airline knows you're here. Whoever you bought the ticket from knows you're here. Philippine immigration knows you're here. Your government knows you're here. The woman you with or who you gonna be with, the Airbnb or the hotel, everybody's seeing you, but you trying to be invisible. You don't want nobody at home to see you. It's like, why? I mean, what are you hiding? Why are you hiding over here in the Philippines? But if you're in Las Vegas, you want to show everybody. See, I'm proud of who I am and where I am. I'm not hiding from anybody. Hell with that. I don't want to live that kind of life. And that's what I told the guy. I said, hell, you want to sign my wall? What kind of life is that? Who are you hiding from? You're not that important. You must have done something. That's who I think he's done something. That's too much secrets. right there. Red John Rock says something not adding up, Calvin. He says smart investors don't invest that kind of money in poontang. But remember, the right woman at the right time showing you attention. This is all through the pandemic. He never dealt with a Filipino before. He's only operating with 5 senses. I'm telling you, I'm operating on a little bit more than that. It went over his 5 senses. So now he sent $400,000. This is a world record, by the way. No one will top that, probably. As long as I'm on YouTube. Roy Jones said, Western women hate when men go to the Philippines. Yeah, because they know that they're not coming back. What's the phrase? Once you go Asian, it's amazing, or something like that. Hey, Michael Sides, he said, hey, man, I'm from Santo Domingo. He said, Albay? Where is that? Is that the Caribbean? Or is that Philippines? Yeah. See, this is the way I live, Tim. I'm not hiding from nobody. I'm walking in my big black boots over here. Like, I don't care who sees me. You want to send a picture back and whatever. I don't understand it. No, he's not lying, man. I got at least 100,000 in my phone that he sent. So why would he lie about the other 300,000? Even if you sent $100,000, man, you know how much money that is over here? Her great grandkids are gonna have money, but the thing is, they've blown the money. That's not a secret. You know they're gonna blow it. They know they're gonna blow it. I'm telling you right now, if you're sending money over here to a Filipina, she's blowing it. She's not saving it. She's not doing any investing. She's not doing anything worthwhile with it. It'd be like him giving me $20 million, man. I'd be gone crazy too. Yeah, he said it is some mud ducks over there. It is. Why would you come all the way over here and date something like that? And then make her great grandchildren rich at the same time? You better be a Miss Universe, and you still ain't gonna get 20 million from me. I told Marilyn to her face, I said, if I had 20 million, you ain't getting it. NYC Promotion said they can smell that dough. See, that's 100% fact. See, Filipinos online, they're good fishers of men. And I try to warn y'all about this all the time. I don't say don't get online. I never told anybody that. I said, when you get online, you put yourself in the sights of these type of women. You're more likely to get unlucky. And this is what he said. He said, my name is Lucky, but I got unlucky. There's a woman here in San Carlos City that I know personally. Her job is right now, while I'm on the live stream, she's on these dating sites fishing for you guys. Send me 100, send me 20, send me 40. And pretty soon, they'll find the right one. They got a strong peekaboo game, and the money starts flowing in like that. Man, if I was a Filipino and somebody was sending me this kind of money, I want to see what she bought with it. Ted Deakins says, too many old girlfriends that would want to track them down. Well, it's not even that, but why would you be hiding from somebody? I don't want to live my life like that. I don't want to hide from anybody. This is no excuse. So that's why I put it out there yesterday on the video. If you all of that with all that privacy stuff, everything you say to me and what we're doing, that's going to be private. But remember, privacy is a broad term. But if you all that sneaky stuff and we can't go here and don't put it on here, and I don't want any parts of it because now it's a red flag. I'm saying, well, who are you hiding from? Who are you for real? because I really don't know you. You know, I roll out the red carpet for you, but I really don't know you. I don't know what you've done over there. I don't know what you've done over here. I'm taking you by your word. Yes, she made more than a killing. I'm keeping on checking here because I think he's going to come on here. Well, no, he said, LOL, your first message, you said her name was Frank. That's why we was all confused. Now, you must have misunderstood me. I didn't say any names. See, that's one thing. See, that's another way that I keep people's privacy. I respect your privacy. Remember I did the video, I spent 12 million pesos on my long distance relationship. These are real stories. These are people that the guy I really know. He's over here right now in the Philippines. I know his name. I know where he's from. I know how old he is. I know all of that, but I didn't say that on that live. I'm on that vlog because I'm protecting his privacy. But yeah, guys, we gotta no, she's a 3.3 TJ. That's on a good day. But you know, for me, a 3 could be somebody else's 10. Hey, thanks for that super chat, TJ. He said these Filipino e-holes out here got a peekaboo game like Tyson and can flick or jab your money away like Herms. Kind of surprising since this is Pacquiao country. Yeah, she must have had a hell of a peekaboo game to get 400,000. That's a world record. Okay, well, nobody said. It's a world record, man. Ain't nobody sending that kind of money over here. That's why I told him. I said, that's preposterous. You're lying. You're not telling the truth. And unless you send me proof, I'm never going to talk about it because nobody's going to believe me. Hey, what's up, Franz? Thanks for that super chat. He said, what's up, Brother Cal? Hope all is well with you and your family. Yeah, me and Merlin, man, we're going to check y'all out on Friday. We're going to stay there for the weekend. We'll come down and holler at you. Or, maybe go out. I know y'all coming to the meet and greet. And by the way, the meet and greet is October 8th. It's going to be off the chart. I'm telling you now. The first one was nice. This is going to be better, though. Simply because there's more people in the Philippines now. There's more subscribers that's coming. I even invited the True Girls. I told them, yeah, come on. Bring y'all's shenanigans to the party. God brother said, does your wife work? She still has a couple of clients, but she probably don't get paid for it. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to make her stop working anyway. Because I said, look, you ripping and running around here like a chicken with your head cut off, and the people won't pay her. And then she over here, they're not confrontational. If the people don't just automatically pay, they're not going to ask for the money. That's just how it is over here. So I said, there's no sense in you paying. All that money she did back in January, the lady still hasn't paid her. And so I said, look, there's no sense in you even working. What are you doing? I used to get so mad at her. Because sometimes Marilyn she would leave the house at 5:30 in the morning and wouldn't come back till 9 o'clock at night. Philip Jones said there was a guy caught with a group of scammers that he sent pictures as they sent to him. They scammed money, then threatened to put his naked pictures on his Facebook for family to see. He killed himself. Yeah, see, those are games, but I wouldn't care. You're not going to blackmail me. Put them on there. Okay, so what? Uh, Kokalchi says, how is someone so stupid able to accumulate 20 million pesos? I don't know. That's one of the questions I asked him. Where did you get all this money from? That's a fortune, man, even for me. Because I asked him, I said, what makes you think that you had to send all that money over here? 400,000. I said, have you ever spent that kind of money in America before? He said, no. He said, what if she shows you receipts for what she bought? It don't matter. That's no excuse to send that money over here. And by the way, don't send money over here to a woman you haven't met before. If you want to send a few pesos to get Wi-Fi, maybe get a field health plan, healthcare plan, just little things like that. Maybe buy a 25 kilo sack of rice or something like that. But y'all sending serious money, guys, and you never met the woman before. It's still a fantasy. There's no excuse for that. And you could have her and put her in reserve or whatever you're trying to do. I don't know what y'all trying to do. Put on layaway or whatever for a fraction of what you sending over there. All you got to do is show her that plane ticket. Look, I'm coming. And that's all you really have to do. Because she knows when you come over here, you're going to spend. And who cares then? Because wherever you go, you're going to take her. You're just going to have a good time, man. But use your common sense. Why in the world are you sending 400,000 over? I can't figure that out. That's crazy money, man. Yeah, he could have fed a whole lot more than that. But they're good fishers of men over here. And they fish all day. I know a lady, that's what she does. Darren Cooper says, hey, Cal, I agree with Marilyn. Don't let one bad apple spoil it for everyone. I'm going to tell you, though, man, that's the way I thought yesterday. But as the more and more I thought about it, man, I felt so bad. This guy really had took my, he really stepped on my spirit, man. I don't want to feel that way again. Even if I have 100 great guests in a row and then get one more of him, I don't ever want to feel that again. So I said, hey, now don't get me wrong. I haven't closed it down completely. Say, for instance, Franz Pracio Jr. or TJ or Alan knows who he is, from Orlando, Florida. I hope you and your wife are okay down there, Alan. Guys like that, if they showed up and said, hey, man, let me stay a couple of nights, of course I would. People who I've already met. But these guys like him who were on the fringes, who probably wasn't even a subscriber, man. Because he was just being cheap, man. Everything he kept saying, LOL. He was dead serious. I want to cool my pockets, LOL. I'm on the bus. 120 is a whole lot cheaper than 2,000, LOL. But that's what it was for, to cool your pockets down. But I guess he's trying to stretch his money because he didn't look like he had a lot of money. He was American of Pakistani descent. And he dressed like they do. You got these long sleeve shirts on. And I'm like, dude, you know where you are? You're in the Philippines. Robert Sanford says the Filipinos on that online tango app killing these men straight up on. What do you mean? I've never heard of that. What is that tango app? Yeah, he says, Geo's Truth says, I want to know what all these transactions paid for. Numerous amounts within days, $37.66. Probably just what he had. He was just sending. That's one of the questions I was going to ask him. Like, what are you sending all this money for? But he went ghost on me. Yeah, he went ghost on me, man. Oh, okay, Smooth. Thanks for that super chat. He said that Frank comment wasn't meant for you. My bad. Okay. He said, find the tribes. Mike Hunt said, find the tribes and make a film, bro. You'll be famous. That's too much like exploitation. And see, the Philippines, they don't play that. Because that one guy, he's a famous vlogger. He looks to be, he's like from Iran, Iraq, or something. I forgot his name. Such and such in a minute. But, I mean, he got millions of subscribers. He came over here and tried that. There's an old elderly Filipino lady in the mountains of somewhere around Baguio or somewhere. She's known for her tattoos, world renowned. People come from all over the world for her to do these tattoos on them. And he went there trying to exploit her, or what they interpreted as exploitation. He's out of here, man. I haven't heard anything from him since. And then you don't show up. You got to remember, you can't show up in certain places, just show up. You better have a guide or something, because a lot of these tribes, you know, they have them hierarchies, man, and stuff like that. You need permission to be there. If they see you there, man, it could be trouble. Yeah, beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. That's right. Roy Jones said, 400,000, I'm going to Vegas and make a lifetime of memories. Well, hell, I ain't going to lie to you. I'd get naked on this camera for 400,000 US dollars. Send me 400,000 US dollars. I'll get naked on the damn camera. Hell. Now, here's a guy, the barber says, I seen a guy on vlog. He gave a Filipino $1 million US. The girl took the money and went to Australia. Well, 400,000 or 1 million, it's about the same over here. If you got $1 million and I've got 400,000, I'm going to have everything that you have. Yeah, Mike, I hear you. I really do hear you, man. But remember, I'm a guest over here. I have to be real careful on what it is I can do. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. So, you know, I don't want to put on no hero cape over here. He said, I've been watching your vlogs for a long time. You keep me cracking up with your viewpoints. I'm up from the old school, man. I'm 59, believe it or not. And, you know, so I mean, my mother would be, my mother was born in 1931. That would mean she would be 91. See, I was born on the back end. I was the 8th of 9 children. So that means my mother was 32 when she had me. So she would be 91. So you know the old schooling I received. That's a fact. Hey, TJ said, hey, let me know what Light Fairy Fast Cat, the true girls are coming on. I don't want my first time meeting them to be trapped between the sea and my girlfriend. Seems like an avoidable accident. Well, I tell you what, your girlfriend looks like a young version of Jim, probably. That's who your girlfriend looks like. They got them thighs and all that, them big hams. But I don't know. They may come that Saturday, October the 8th. Yes, and you know, that's a fact. But yeah, if they show up, man, they're gonna make the party. But I got the girls, the ladies from the gym coming, and they in super shape. We got a lot of women coming this time, a lot more than last time. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. See, that's money that you can really live on in America. 400,000. By the way, if anybody cares, Floyd Mayweather's here in the Philippines. he was had that exhibition fight in Japan, and he comes to the Philippines. He's been here several times before on his own. He's like to come over here. I think his personal assistant is a Filipino American. They did an interview with her over here before. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He said better safe than sorry. Yeah, if it relates to your home. The guest house is for guests, you know. You can also use it for your space. XXXXXXX. Thanks for the super chat. He said, careful who you bring. Privacy is okay. Secrecy no good. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. And I'm glad you brought that up. I don't like that secrecy stuff. Yeah, privacy, then privacy is a broad term. But that secrecy stuff, that's what sends my bells and whistles going. I don't post this, and don't somebody want to see this, and don't say my name, don't tell the job I've got, and all of that. I'm like, wow, where the hell you think you are? I mean, you're just in the Philippines. It's not illegal to be here, guys. This is a beautiful country. It's not what those Westerners over there think, because very few of them have ever been here. I just want to remind you, very few of them. Nobody in my family had even heard of the Philippines till I started coming over here. Nobody. They never even said the word Philippines till I started coming over here. It wasn't even in their vocabulary. W Secret to Success said, Cal, call them hams. Yeah, man. When you see it over here, you're going to call it a ham. What's up, Russell? Okay, Darren Coach emailed Cal, let him know. He says, hey, Cal, how can I contribute to your food giveaway? Well, I've got my PayPal under my videos anyway, all my videos. If you enjoy my content, you want to support Sunshine Shoulders, we're supposed to have the electronic community pantry giveaway yesterday, but we're going to have it today because we went to the gym and forgot all about it. When we got back, it was too late. Hey, TJ, thanks for the super chat. He said, channel meetup, thoughts on moving the panel interview to your Sunday stream so we could do it live. Yeah, well, actually, I'm thinking about doing a live from the party. And everybody there who wants to come and be on the live stream, the panel can do it. Because October 8th is on a Saturday, which would be Friday night there. No, it wasn't him. Everybody knows what his fat, sloppy ass looks like. It's not him. He's a coward. He would never step foot on my property. He's using what I said for content. He's a lie. He can't tell you what we have for breakfast. Ask him that. What we have for breakfast. Ask him what we have for dinner and all that. He's a damn lie. It wasn't him. Hey, China Zolderbogen said, do you interact with the hotel clerk or hotel manager when you check in and out? Yeah, you do. Absolutely, you do. How would you get the key to your room? You want to answer that? Hey, Gregory Calhoun, he said, I wish I could come to the Philippines, but I got back child support. Working on a good lawyer. God bless you, Calvin, and your family. I'm going to tell you something. When I got my divorce, when they, gave her child support, right? They went back. They always go back. And it put me over the 2,500 limit. And they took my passport, but here's what I did. And I didn't even know I could do it. I wrote the Secretary of State and told him my story. It's like, hey, look, I support my kids, Matter of fact, I got custody of my two youngest daughters now with me. I think I'm being unfairly, treated. They've taken my passport. But he said, Kentucky is a state where if you have a certain amount, whatever your arrears are, you can pay 25% and they'll wipe it all out. And my arrears are something like 14,000 or something like that. They let me pay 3,500 cash now. You got to pay it all at once. And they wiped it out. But you have to they actually take your passport and revoke it. So you have to apply for a new passport all over again. And luckily I had a good ombudsman and he was really cool. He had friends in Homeland Security. He said, once you give me that 3,500, Mr. Roach, your name is going to be taken off that Homeland Security list today. And I thought he was lying. Then he sent me an email. He said, see, it's gone because you're on there. Hey, Hybrid 711, thanks for that super chase at 007 Secret Squirrel reporting for duty, sir. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that secret stuff. It puts me on alert. Like, who's looking for you? Kevin St. Serious says, Cal, why are you penalizing your faithful subscribers when you failed to vet that guy before letting him on your property? Well, see, y'all don't understand. Even if I would have vetted him, I can't control. That wouldn't have controlled his behavior. It's his behavior I have a problem with, not his identity, guys. It's his behavior. He said, I don't mind showing you my ID and even having a short talk. Yeah, I mean, we can still meet and stuff like that, but it's his behavior. It was so bad. I don't even want to feel that again. If you've ever had your house broken into, it's your own house, man, but you still, when I was in Cincinnati, they broke in my house. It ended up being the guy upstairs. We lived in a fourplex. And I come home, the doors are ajar. I'm like, oh, man, go in, everything's everywhere. He stole something. We didn't know it at the time. But it was him. But just not knowing who did it, it took me a while before I could even actually go to sleep anymore. Hey, XXXXXX, thanks for the super chat. He said it's 200,000 American dollars enough to retire in the Philippines, which depends on what you mean. How old are you? Are you for how long? I would say if you go on the basis of, let's just say $2,000 per month. That would be 24,000 per year. So what is that? 8 years. Then if you go down to 1,500, it's even more years. But see, I thought maybe he was gay because, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of guys who are not out of the closet, they're secretive like that. A lot of gay men who are not out of the closet and stuff like that, because I can see it in your eyes, man. I've been around too long. I can see that softness, that feminine look. And I think that's what it was because, man, you don't come to the Philippines to be traveling around the Philippines by yourself, man. I don't care who you are. Something's wrong there with that picture. I mean, even a guy that came to see me, he lives in Valencia, down by Dumaguete. He came here and got on Tinder and met a girl before he came. And the few days he was here, he was with her. A normal man is not going to do that, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, he was living a double life, man. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he came here, he wanted to think, and he's going to hook up with me or something because he didn't leave that damn Guest house, man. He said, Cal, when they took your passport, I know you started crying, then knowing you couldn't leave the U.S. and Big Shirley to come to the Philippines. Well, I immediately, man, I mean, the minute that I found out my name was on there, because it's like this. We went to court, you know, because once they grant you divorce or you go to family court, the judge that we had, she sent us right to a mediator right after court. We just sitting there in the hallway working it out. He said, okay, this is what you owe. And then they took it back to a certain amount of time. I ended up owing $14,000. Hell, by the time I got home, they had already took my passport. You know, I got a letter a couple of days later. They took my passport, man. And I immediately panicked, man. But I immediately got to work. What can I do? I was just lucky enough that I was living in Kentucky, a state which will take 25% payment on your arrears as payment in full. I didn't even know it, but I wrote that the state attorney, you know, whoever's over that, and they wrote me back and told me what to do. I can't believe you. No one should try to retire on a lump sum of money. You need a steady flow of money. Oh, over here, you certainly do. I have to agree. Well, I didn't say that, Geechee line. He said, Calvin, just because someone has no girlfriend, that doesn't mean he's gay. In that case, I'm Marvin Gaye. No, but you're not over here, Geechee line. If you're a man and you over here, a real man, and you don't have a woman, I'm going to question that. I've got to question that. See? But you're not. You're in Shirleyville. Hell, you're in Shirley Town, where you are. I don't blame you. But you better get a girlfriend or a Big Shirley over there pretty soon. Quit assaulting yourself. That's self-abuse. And if you're over 60, that would be elder abuse. You beating yourself to death, man. Get a woman. Let Big Shirley beat on you. Kamal said, did you forcefully have to evict together? No, he showed no threat to us. We never felt threatened or harmed. You know, our life was in jeopardy anyway. It was just his ungratefulness. He didn't appreciate nothing, you know, and he just tried to be all secretive after that. Yes, RLVRV, we will. We were in Bacala the other day. It runs from October 1st to October 23rd with the big festival, the big parade and everything being October 23rd. So we're going to go there. We're going to try to get us a hotel as soon as possible, or maybe like the 20th, 21st or something. We got to see what date that's going to be on. It's going to be on a Sunday. So maybe that Friday, the 21st, and stay to Sunday. Yeah, we definitely going in. The Mascara Festival, you don't know, it's a huge festival. It's like Mardi Gras. It's in Negros Occidental. It's just as big as the Sinulog in Cebu, which that's the third week of January. Yeah, Big Shirleyville, Shirley Town. That's where he lives. But quit beating yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, before I beat myself, man, I get me a Big Shirley because I did it all the time. Just wait, Geechee line, about if the clubs close in Chicago, go to Copper Box 2, where a lot of them old fat Big Shirleys hang out at. They drunk listening to that blues music and all that. Wait till about 1:30 and creep in there. Get you a Big Shirley, man, and get out of there. Jesus ain't gonna hold it against you. Because I know you're a religious man. He'll understand. Hey, Malik, shameful behavior is no excuse for him not to communicate. to you he wanted to leave early. Effing weirdo. Yeah, I would have stole it off him in his mouth or something. Man, I tell you, he made me so mad, man. He's trying to leave. Then he had that old stupid shit-eating grin on his face. That's what pissed me off. And, just knowing that he didn't sign my, I didn't know he didn't sign my wall until after he was gone. All the help I give him and all of that, man, I don't do that for anything in return, man, because I know I'm going to get my help somewhere down the line. But I asked him, I said, hey, man, can you sign my wall? And he wouldn't do it. And he didn't do it, brother. See, that's a slap in my face. You slept in my house. You was on my property, man. We fed you, man. Merlin's mother went out her way, cooking breakfast. I mean, just delicious. Some of the best fried chicken I've had since I've been in the Philippines, guys. Listen to me. This clown, I'm eating. He don't think I'm looking. He grabbing another piece. He's already eating like a pig. He grabbed another piece. If that's how good the food was. She cooked pancit, everything, man. And his food didn't act like I'm sleepy. I've had a few snacks. It's 6:00 in the evening, by the way. Peter Wilson says, I've been to Pattaya, Thailand, lived there for 2 years, got scammed multiple times and almost lost my life. I'm looking for a fresh start. I need your help. Okay, brother, I'll help you any way I can. I'm not an expert, but here's my email. And by the way, guys, I don't do consultations and all that other foolishness that a lot of these other bloggers do. I'm just a regular guy. If my experience can help you, then I'll help you. Other than that, I'm not going to charge you for that. But put my email up there, Michael, please. He says, Pookie Monster says, gas prices on the rise again, up 30 cents the past week. They're actually going down. Maryland got, let's see, what's the day? Thursday. Tuesday, Maryland, we filled up her tank. It was actually 63 pesos per liter, which is, it's crazier here. It's the same in America, but it's really crazy here. Like, we got 63 pesos, and right around the corner it was 73. I'm like, why would I be over here buying gasoline when I can come over here where it's 63? Oh, okay, I don't care if I run into him again. See, I'm not worried about anybody coming 8,000 miles to harm us. That's not what I'm worried about. It's just his behavior was just so off the chain, man. It was out of pocket. He was out of pocket. You don't do that. We're trying to create a support group over here. Yeah, we might see him again coming through here because he needs a place to stay. But I got news for him. But it wasn't that fat slob y'all think it is, because I know about where this guy is because I sent him to the bus station to get on the bus to go to where he's going. It wasn't him. And by the way, the guy that y'all say, oh, it was him. No, it wasn't. Because he's a coward. He won't show his face. Freddie Sanders said the power just went out. So that's a blackout you got, Freddie. Yeah, this is true. And this is really nothing that you have to worry about, guys, believe it or not. But let me get this VV focus. Thanks for the super chat. He said, are there dating apps worth my time, or should I just wait until I have boots on the ground? There are dating apps, but I would do it a week out. I wouldn't do it any further than that. Your emotions are going to get involved. You're going to start sending money. Go online. I'm at Maryland on Filipino Cupid. You go online. If you check into your account and you see these women with the green lights, they're online, leave them alone. Don't fool with them. Go on somebody who's not online, somebody that you like, read the profile, leave it there. There's no get rich quick schemes over here on the dating sites. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience. if you don't do anything a week out and before you get here, then stay online when you get over here. Now they can't play the games. You're right here. Say, for instance, I meet a woman from St. Carlos. I say, hey, let's meet at Jollibee at Gaisano for lunch. Oh, you're in St. Carlos City? Oh, yeah, I just got here today. See, she's either going to do it or she's not. But if I'm 8,000 miles away, there's a lot of games they play. Ricky Calhoun said, hey, Cal, so many women in the Philippines who are single but separated from their husband who want a serious relationship. Yeah, that's true. They also want some support. Which this guy, he's proven. Lucky is his name. He got unlucky. 400,000, a world's record. Anybody has that documented. That now, if you think that, the Filipinos are color conscious, this is a brother that did this. Green is the color over here, guys. Okay. Kelvin Jones said, Cal will have a problem finding a black barber over there. Well, Filipinos can cut. Because now, if you're up in Angeles City, up in Manila, Cebu, you're not going to have a problem finding a good barber. But Filipinos, they will fade the hell out of you. But what they're not good at is this front line that most, black people have. We got a line here in the front. See, most the Filipinos, they got a bangs and they just trim that bang. They don't worry about the line here. And that's why I'm bald today. Because the guy, all this was good. But you can even see it now. He cut my line all the way back like that. I don't know what he did, but whatever he did, I could have killed him. But I had a great lawyer at Bruno's, a barbershop in Ayala Mall in Cebu, but he became an OFW in New Zealand. I mean, he knew how to cut my hair just like better than my barber at home. It's kind of like a given, hit and miss. But what you don't want to do the first couple of times is let them fool with your line in the front. Tell them do everything else till you see that, okay, I can trust this guy. If not, bring some damn line chalk and draw it out for him, which is what I wish I'd have done. Darren Coach said, AM beat Nam, Cal. Big Shirley would do after 2. Absolutely. Big Shirley is better than nothing. But that's the only way I would choose Big Shirley. If it's Big Shirley over here and nothing over here, I got to go with Big Shirley. Even when you get that sweat and perfume mix smell that she got and all that old, you got to work with Big Shirley. Xavier Allen said, hey, Cal, when it comes to deceitful guests, instead of boots on the ground, you can hire me to put boots in their ass. Yeah, we never felt threatened, man. It's just, I just don't like people like that. He was like a smart ass, really. But he's from out in California. What you expect? They seem that they think they're better than everybody else out there. Oh, man, Devon Florence. This is my buddy. He came. Now, see, him and his wife came here. Remember I was telling y'all I had so many outstanding guests at my house? Him and his wife, Marie, there were 2 of them. They even invited us to her mother's house in their little compound here in St. Carlos City. See, all these people made me believe it was a great idea. This one guest made me realize it wasn't a great idea. But he said, your party sounds like it's going to be fun when I'm there again. If you have a party, maybe I'll be the DJ. Okay, now, look, Marilyn, if you don't think, you don't believe in the universe. Because I said, we ought to get a DJ, Marilyn. And look what Devon says. Hey, your party sounds like it's going to be fun when I'm there again. If you have a party, maybe I'll be the DJ. Enjoyed listening to the old school jams with you when I was there. Tell Marilyn we said hi. Yeah, she can hear you. Yes, I was telling Marilyn that. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring, her sister's got 2 big Bluetooth speakers, and we'll use the phone, and we'll use YouTube. Because I'm a jam. I'm not going to sit there and listen to karaoke all day. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do it. Because, I'm gonna give them their karaoke and let them sing that. But I'm not going to do that all day. We're going to go in and out. Hey, TJ, thanks again for that super chat. He said that Calvin Jones, let me put it this way. I'm about to fly to Thailand before my next haircut happens. Even in Manila, it's a struggle to get a decent lineup. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It's the line that you got to deal with because they'll fade you out of this world. Hey, Ron Bizzle, thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Cal, always in your live, not in the chat. It's good he didn't sign the wall, my brother. Yeah, now I'm glad he didn't. Sorry. Geechee Line says, can't mess with Big Shirley. Well, your hand's going to, your dingling's going to call 911 on your hand. You keep beating it yourself. He says, work with Big Shirley. I'm okay waiting. Man, you guys don't know what y'all missing, man. No way. I'm going to, I ain't no way I'm going to go without. I don't care. Peter Wilson said, but now, admittedly, I do have some more of a lady. We finished. I was wondering if you could be my wingman and point me in the right direction. What island would you suggest as the best lady boys? Come on, Peter Wilson. Is this a real guy? I don't know. I don't see many lady boys. Now, Maryland's beauty, Maryland's hairdresser is a lady boy, but I think she's got a boyfriend. Yeah, this is true, Gary T. 20 million pesos to online girlfriend. Yeah, he sent it to me. Now he went ghost on me. He's probably watching now. Come on, Lucky. Give somebody some hope, man. Give somebody some help, man. Let us know what you did, what we need to look out for. Okay, Michael Side says, my barbershop here in Santo Domingo only charges 50 pesos for a haircut, and it's a good haircut, too. It's hit and miss. Yeah, you need the line chalk, man. I'm not playing. If you don't bring the line chalk, man, you putting your line in his hand. You don't want to do that. I'm the only one in my family that's bald, man. And I'm not really bald. It's just where he used a straight edge to do my line. That hair would never grow back. He cut it down to the scalp. So that hair would never grow back. Marilyn tried everything. What did you try, Marilyn? Aloe vera. I mean, imagine this, man. With my hair, she used to do it every day, sit there and rub aloe vera in my head. She did everything to try to get my hair to grow back. My hair was just sitting there like, we done. We're done. We're tired. Yeah, see, I was thinking about that. He mostly went proud one, said, hey, Cal, he sent her 20 million. I guess Western Union got at least $1 million. 500,000, something like that. He paid a lot in fees. And if I could just have the fees that I spent over here in my 13 years, I would be set, man. I promise you. They get you big time. And yeah, you're right. He spent a lot of money on fees. Yeah, I think you're right. You don't really want no lady boy. If you want a lady boy, I guess you go to Thailand. You don't go. If you want a lady, you come to the Philippines. If you want a lady boy, you go to Thailand. It's women over here. Yeah, I'm not going to listen to karaoke all day. Because, the last time we didn't have a DJ and we got lucky. we had this singer. He was a councilman. Was he a councilman? The man that took over the karaoke and was jamming. What's his name?
Jovan.
Yeah. We got lucky. There was a councilman or something there. He was a ex-lead singer for a band. He took over the karaoke. He rocked the house, man. I mean, he sung everything fast, mostly fast music. And he sounded good. I'd have hired him. He said, I choose nothing over Big Shirley. I'm sorry. I have to have Big Shirley because at least she's a woman, man. You know, and Big Shirley, she don't expect nothing. She know that you're going to vamp the next day. She's not going to get a call back. She's not going to get anything. The best she can hope for is if you show up the next night drunk again. That's her only hope, is that you make that same mistake again. He said, that Russell's son said, I had a Big Shirley. She wore those thigh jeans on a hot day. When she took those things out to smell. But, bro, I had to fight through it. Yeah. Not only that, but you got the big underwear. You know, you can't buy a pair of G-string. There's no such thing as Victoria's Secret for Big Shirley. I don't know what you would call her. Yeah, he said 911 on your hand. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's assault. Yeah, he said one arm is going to be bigger than the other. No, but then what happens is when you do meet a woman, you're not going to be able to do nothing. You're going to beat yourself to death. Hey, Cal, Joe Smith said, hey, Cal, you should try and organize some kind of expat in the Philippines charity boxing event, boxing matches between yourself, Tim K, Old Dog, etc. Community charity would love it. Man, we're too old for that, man. Yeah, I guess he's right. He says, the Measy 626 says you got to go up to Manila, Cebu. To get that, because you don't see them. I mean, when you see them, they just look like regular gay men. I did a video a while ago about it. I said, you know, lady boys over here are just men with long hair and booty shorts because they still got all this showing, the after 5 stubble. You know, you can't, I don't care how much makeup you got. You can't have that. He said George Foreman has a new muscle cream. That should help. No. I mean, listen, first of all, who are you that I have to lie about? First of all right. He says, I think you're lying about this whole guest house incident. You just no longer want people staying there. No. I've made that guest house for my viewers and, you know, my subscribers who come over here and act like they got some sense. Why would I allow one person to stay in there if I never meant to open it up for everybody? I don't have to lie. I'm in a place in my life now. I don't have to impress anybody. You're nobody to lie to. And that, you know, that's just a fact, man. I mean it. A lie about the guest. And Marilyn's right behind me. She can vouch for me. Was the guy weird, Marilyn? Just say yes or no.
Yeah.
Of course he was.
He is. He's weird.
He stayed in the guest house for 2 nights in a row. Never go out. Supposed to be sleep at 6. Yeah, right. Land's neck. Bravo. Thanks for that super chat. Yeah, Darren, he said, if they're anything like me, all she needs is a pulse after 2. Oh, man, I had some after 2 moments that y'all don't even want to hear about. I got a lot of them stories. Because after 2, boy, the pickings is slim. And you come up out of there, man, you got to just go ahead and just bite the bullet. just drank a slit malt liquor, what do you call it, a 40 ounce of slit malt liquor bull straight, and just get as drunk as you possibly can and go on and get you one of them women, man. Jackie's in Cebu. Her best friend's a lady boy. It doesn't seem to be a shortage of, if that's your thing. Yeah, but they're just men with long hair and booty shorts. They don't really. Well, let me take that back. We were in Bacala the other day, and we went upstairs to get our massage, right? And it was some beautiful. I thought they were women. And Merle was like, "Did you see that?" And I'm like, "See what?" Because there was a big party up there. Lady boys, man. They was having a party. Demeasy 626 says, "Thanks for that super chat. Would you prefer to have nice hair or cool beard?" Nice hair, absolutely. I can't deal with those beards. Hey, TJ, thanks for the super chat. He said, Fields is the minor leagues for lady boys. Once they go pro, they move to Thailand. Yeah. The biggest scam of all is the dudes that accidentally wandered down soy 1 instead of the 6. Y'all ain't low. Yeah. But you're right. If you want a lady boy, you go to Thailand, man. You don't fool around with those lady boys over here. Because that's where they're going. They know they can earn the money over there. Coach East, thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Calvin, some thoughts and prayers of Florida. Yeah, I forgot. You're down in Orlando. He said, we're getting hit by a bad hurricane. I'm safe. I'm staying at a hotel where I work at. Thank God. So they put y'all up in the hotel? I forgot all about that, man. It must be a pretty bad hurricane over there. Stylish over 60 said, Big Shirley is okay in those hard up times. I've tried just to satisfy those urges. Yeah, I mean, we're men. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to, like I said, if I got Big Shirley over here and nothing over here, I got to go with Big Shirley because they always got a cute face. So all you got to do is focus on the face and, and fantasize. Yeah, he said, make sure she's not on top. Yeah, everybody's had a few Big Shirleys. If you haven't, you can either consider yourself, you either lying or just consider yourself lucky. I haven't. Only in the service did we go to Mombasa, Kenya. But that was 1983. And we rode through the Suez Canal. Got Africa on one side, Israel on the other. He said, poor Big Shirley. Yeah, they smell funny, man. And they just got that sweat and that Big Shirley juice and that cheap ass perfume that they wear. Geechee Land said, I wouldn't even let Big Shirley clean my golf clubs. Well, you get the price you got to pay. Yeah, Jeffrey Staley said, hope you come back, man. No, it's true. That's our only hope. You know that because we're not coming back that way again. That's her only hope. She knows that it's a one-night stand. And the best thing she can hope for is that you show back up again. Drunk. But yeah, they'll cook you a good meal. That's a good thing about a Big Shirley. Even if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you get that shit, she'll cook you dinner at 3 in the morning. Because she knows what she getting ready to get. And they always like to kiss you, Big Shirley does. Yeah, that gun. What is that? Spare tire, whatever that is. It looks funny when they wear jeans and pants. You see the stomach here, then you got this damn tube. Look like a damn some kind of tube. He said, does everyone get to be a DJ? Yeah, we'll take requests. But I want the party to have a little, some motion to it. People get to drinking, the music sounds better. Oh, okay. Orchid King says, hey, Calvin, I'm in Thailand, in Pattaya. Now, lots of Big Shirley. Oh, yeah, they got some Big Shirleys over there. Well, Big Shirley's going to tell everybody. There ain't no secrets. See, that's the only thing about it. You got to live that down for a while because you're her boyfriend. She's going to tell everybody, yeah, Big Shirley got a man. That could be a song. Big Shirley's got a man. Yeah, you got to be the boyfriend, for a couple of hours, maybe a week. El Hove between that says they caught you looking a couple of times. Yeah, I ain't got no choice. Yeah, rest in peace, Coolio. But I think that's all he had was that one hit, didn't he? That lasts forever. Okay, you're here for good. I'm going to bring Marilyn over there. We're going to take a vacation over there. Yeah, thanks for that super chat, El Hove between that. And said they caught you looking a couple of times. Yeah, well, more than a couple of times. Because remember, I used to get drunk. I married a Big Shirley, though. And I met her. See, I'll be telling y'all guys life experiences. I'm not, but she didn't smell bad, though. But she was a Big Shirley. And, I never went, like Marilyn. See, I ordered Marilyn some underwear, some tea bags, G-strings off of Amazon last night. I've never bought my Big Shirley underwear or anything like that. You don't know what kind of clothes. I mean, what? Once you get past size 22, it's like, what the hell? You're wearing a damn curtain. I just didn't never know what. It all looks the same once you get past size 22. You're like, just a different color. Hey, Harold Kemp, thanks for that super chat. He said, I got my ticket for February, hoping to get in a workout with the legend. And I don't mean Big Shirley. Yeah, by that time, man, I'm going to be right. Merlin got me back in the gym. Yeah, I'm not going to respond to these trolls, man. Yeah, but, Big Shirley likes little guys for some reason. They like skinny guys. But, yeah, I didn't know what about the woman. Hell, once you get past size 22, guys, it's a wrap. I mean, no pun intended. Yeah, it's a lot of money in the Philippines, but this guy sent 400,000 US dollars. Now he went ghost on me. He sent a picture of, he got a Big Shirley over in the Philippines, of all places. Well, but see, it's not true. Yeah, he's not going to make anything of my, because he's not true. Everybody knows what his fat ass looks like. That wasn't him over here. And even if it was, like Marilyn said, he wouldn't have anything bad to say. We treated him like a member of our family. So how many times like TJ said earlier, once somebody shows you who they are, you better believe them. This guy done lied so many times, but y'all keep clicking on his videos and all that stuff. Get rid of this Pennywise, because I think he's a troll. Good and damn well, that man ain't stepped foot in my yard. Diplomat 24 says, what would be the best city in the Philippines for a first timer? I'm going to have to say Cebu, because it has everything Manila has. It's just not, the traffic's not as bad. But it's got everything, the fast internet, of course, the beautiful women, the malls, the beaches. It's got everything you want. And the people are going to be a lot more warmer in Cebu than Manila. They're a lot more colder because, man, Manila's the big city, man. Yeah, I love the China. After 22, yeah, oh boy. Oh, you saying after 2? Yeah, I mean that we should just have a live stream and everybody tell some of the after 2 stories. He said alcohol is not the answer. Well, it is if you're going to deal with Big Shirley. Believe it or not. Okay, M&M Motor says, I'm naive. Who is Big Shirley? These big, manly type women over there. And a lot of times they're not even manly. They're just big. They come a dime a dozen in the United States. Eating all those Big Macs and Waffle House burgers and all that old stuff over there. They get big. Yeah, they eat a loaf of bread for breakfast. Kevin Hill said, what's good, Calvin? Florida's down bad. 2 million without power so far. Yeah, man, we'll see it now. Now I'm going to show y'all how America is. We're generous. You watch the GoFundMes and everything that we're going to give millions and millions of dollars, and people around the world take advantage of that, especially in places like this online, where she got this guy for 400,000. Yeah, Big Shirley juice. That's what you call it. Where's all these trolls coming from today, guys? I don't know what it is. Okay. Yeah, a lot of times, man. I don't know what it is, because guys used to always say, yeah, it's good loving with Big Shirley, but everything is big on Big Shirley. Even down there. It's like a whale and a what do you call it? Tic tac. And you in there, you sweating, you banging, you thinking you doing something, and she's sitting there yawning, and when you gonna stick it in? It's already in. Hell, I'm done. Charles Holiday says, Calvin, is there a place to go bowling in many areas? Yeah, in the bigger cities. Is there a bowling alley here, Merlin?
Yeah.
Merlin says a bowling alley here. Well, not anymore, she said. I'm pretty sure there's one right down the street in Bacala. I know there's one in Zamboanga. There's one in Cebu. There's one in Manila. And a lot of times they'll be in those malls. Hey, Tim Frink, thanks for that super sticker. He said, man cave discussion. Said, y'all better leave Big Shirley alone. That's why she's so loud and confident now. She knew at the end of the day she can still get the pipe. Yeah, they all go out late. Hey, Maximus. Oh, Russell Johnson said, Calvin, you and I marched the same ground. I was an East Coast seller, 72 to 92. I miss you. We did a med cruise in 83 at the end, October 83. Came back May of 84. We were in Brazil when the Marines were killed in Beirut. We steamed all the way from Brazil. It took us 2 weeks to sit off the coast of Beirut, and we bombed the hell out of that. El Hova, thanks for that super chat. He said, when she cooks, she throws down. Yeah, see, that's what you'll come back for if you do come back. You come back for that food. Coach, she said, yeah, my job is really great. They were willing to put me up in a hotel as long as I was willing to jump on the hamster wheel whenever they need it. But to be fair, they also provide food for us as well. Wow. So you kicking back, hoping that the typhoon don't really tear anything up. Oh, man, 150 miles per hour. I hope people make it out of there. It was one here. People, I think last that I counted, 8 people were killed here. Yeah. See, that's it. You ain't got a lot to do because you can't do nothing but acknowledge that, John, because Big Shirley will fight you. That's the only thing I don't like about Big Shirley. They can fight. Yeah, like Shirley from What's Happening. I married a Big Shirley, but that's when I was drinking and stuff. And if I wanted a place to stay, I had to marry her. I came back off one of them runs. I had spent my whole income tax check, and she said, "The only way you getting in here is if we get married." I said, "Well, where do I sign the papers?" We went down to the Justice of the Peace and got some little guy out in the hallway. True story, and got married. I'm drunk, reeking of alcohol. I had to get married. I was going to be back out on the street. He said, "Let's talk about Big Shirley in a positive way." Well, they can cook, man. And they usually got a cute face. But that's about it, man. Yeah, he said, "You don't take sand to the beach. Don't take Big Shirley to the beach. That's a beach well." Well, see, Big Shirley, they don't have bikinis for them. Even though, what's that, Lizzo's trying to bring them back. Most of the time, Big Shirley's going to wear a big T-shirt with the big shorts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got nice looking faces. Yeah, I did my time, man. Hell, we were together for 18 years because I was scared to leave. Hell, she already said, she told my brother, she got so mad at me when I filed for divorce because I woke up. I was drunk all them years. I finally woke up. I quit drinking. I was like, man, I'm out of here. And boy, she was so mad. She says, "I ought to shoot him in his head while he sleep." And she never saw me again. But to be honest with you, she's a nice lady. Long as she's married to somebody else. And, yeah, see, he said Big Shirley won't blow away in the storm. That's something positive. He said, "I like the big ones every now and then." He said, "I like the big ones every now and then, but she has to have a good attitude." Well, as long as you do everything Big Shirley says, she's going to have a good attitude. You start looking around at them other women and all of that, you got trouble. No, man, I'm going to tell you. That's why my engine stopped running when I was over there. My engine stopped running over there because I just couldn't get turned on anymore. After I stopped drinking and getting high and stuff, I was like, this doesn't even appeal to me anymore. I'm filing for divorce. And she didn't even know it. Hiding the shadow says, "My ex's best friend's legs were bigger around than my waist. Super nice and amazing looking face, but yeah, big." Yeah, then that's usually what it is. And it's not a whole lot that you can buy them. They'll wear a pair of jeans to a wedding. Because what else you going to buy? My wife had a big closet full of jeans because, hell, that's all I knew was to buy. Couldn't buy nothing else. He says, "Dang, Cal, what were you drinking?" Man, I ain't gonna lie. The night I met my wife, we was at this, it was called the Players Club. It was a hole in the wall, trust me. And we had like 6, not Bull, not Coke 40, not Coke 45. What's the other? Magnum? No, not Magnum. What was the other one? I see it now. St. Ides. We had like 6 St. Ides double deuces. No, he didn't show up, man. He went ghost on me. But I'm going to get him. He ain't going nowhere. His name is Lucky. Yeah, Red Hot Mike, he said, Calvin, does the supermarket carry powder flavor coffee creamer, French vanilla? You would have to get that in Cebu, Deval, Dumagetti, like that in those big supermarkets. Not here in St. Carlos City. Yeah, Old English. It wasn't St. Ives, it was Old English. I'm seeing it now. That's what it was. Not the Steel Reserve. But that's another thing. See, Big Shirley, she'll give you her food stamp. Because before I moved in with Big Shirley, it was right after my mother died, man. We didn't have not one piece of bread to eat. I met Big Shirley, boy, and she'll buy one of them big meat packs from the Iraqi stores. You get that meat deal for about $69. You get 12 pounds of wings and all of that. Y'all guys know what I'm talking about. You get 6 packs of hot dogs, hot sausages and bacon and all that. Every month she'd buy us one of them meat deals. No, that's what it was called. The Players Club. That's what it's called. I ain't gonna lie. To be honest with you, man, that's what it's called. I was drunk, man, and I tell you what song was out at the time. It's just to tell you how long ago this was. End of the Road was just come out by the Boys to Men, and we slow danced off of that, and because they'll let you move in with them almost immediately. I knew Big Shirley for about a week, and we were living together. We lived together for 16 years, 18 altogether. Yeah, Boys and Men. Yeah, but this is when the real food stamp books were still out. Yeah, Big Shirley would bring me a pack of, and I didn't care at the end. When I was little, man, it'd take a court order to get me to go to the store with a book of food stamps, man. That's how stupid I was. I was so embarrassed. My mother would send me to get a loaf of bread. It'd take all day. She got to the point she wouldn't even send me to the store. Yeah, 18 years, man. 16, really. The last 2, we wasn't together. But we had some good years in there, man, to be honest with you, man. Because the first 5 years, I was drunk. I was a drunk. I was a town drunk, the neighborhood crackhead, and she stayed in there with me, man, through the ups and downs. And her and my mother, they were the only 2 people who ever held me accountable. Otherwise, I'd probably be dead. Everybody else, they were content on just watching me die. They were the only one that got in my case. My mother, it was like 2 shifts. My mother worked the first shift. Then when she died, she took over. And to the point where you be like, well, I might as well quit if I got to. You can't, they blow you high. You can't enjoy your high. You get high and come on, there you go getting high again. We need milk for the kids. We need this and that. Neil Ramratton says, Calvin, it'd be really funny if you met a big lady named Shirley. Please put on your video. I'm sure she would be a sweet lady. Not many Big Shirleys over here. Well, I don't know. Now. Nowadays, Big Shirley wants to try to run the show. He says, Gavin Hargrave said, what city you live in with an Iraq store? Never seen that in Oklahoma or LA. Louisiana, shoot, in Kentucky. All the stores in the black neighborhood are run by Iraqis. Yeah. Liquor stores too. They've taken over in Louisville, Kentucky. K-Dub 2020 says the only thing I wouldn't go to the store for was Kotex. My wife is from the Philippines. She's such a sweetie. I'd go for her. Yeah, I buy them from Maryland, but I wouldn't get them for hell. You'd have to going to the buying Kotex for Big Shirley's like buying Pampers. Them damn things were so big, and I didn't like them, man, because they're so big you can't hide them. You wear a pair of jeans, you see that big pack right there hanging out of her butt. You know, you're like, she's on a period. You ain't have to tell you. No, this is my American. She's not watching. She sleep probably. What time is it? 11:40. Yeah, Pakistani. But no, it's Iraqi over there. Yeah, man. You know what I'm talking about, John Gomez. I hate that too. You know, because you know, like, I don't want to know when you on your period. Don't tell me. I don't want to know because my man starts working and I don't want to know. But with Big Shirley, you know. Yeah, it's a bad visual. Yeah. Yeah, he said, I don't know what it looked like, but it's just a big pack sitting there. Ben Laden had a meat market there in Chicago, closed after 9/11. Wow, I didn't know. But yeah, Iraqis in Kentucky. Yeah, that Red Sea. Yeah, it's my true life story, man. And that's the crazy thing about it. I hated that big lump or whatever it was. I hated it. But one thing about her, and she used to do it on purpose. And see, Marilyn won't do it. Marilyn knows because I already told Marilyn. You know, when she's on her period, Big Shirley, she'll just leave the whole damn thing in the middle of the garbage can in the bathroom. Okay, Killer Stella. Now, well, they started it. I wasn't even talking about Big Shirley. He said, Cal, why are you torturing us with Big Shirley? We promised to hit the like button and alert. I was hoping this guy, man. I'm sorry, guys. I was really hoping that this lucky guy, maybe something happened. But thanks for that super chat, brother. Yeah, every story when I was drinking was funny. John said we're getting it out of our systems. Yeah, he got unlucky. Calvin, are you and I the only ones that don't drink? For me, it's like a spectator sport, a designated driver. I can't be around drunk people anymore. I don't have the patience. And just seeing them drunk and acting the way they do is enough to keep me sober. In May, it'll be 25 years for me. I have no desire to drink, man, because I know I got lucky so many times, man. How many times did I wake up with my foot on the brake? I mean, I don't even know how it's your subconscious mind doing this. I'd be at the stoplight or stop sign. I'd wake up, man, with my foot on the brake and my hands on the wheel. How many times did I do that? How many times I just wake up and I'm at home? I don't remember even getting in the car. And the first thing I do is run out front to see if the car's there. And it's there. It's parked. A lot of times that's your subconscious mind. Yeah. TJ Johnson said, me and John drank enough for each of them. Now I got to pull double duty because my big homie's gone. Yeah, well, TJ, man, you've been kind of easy on us. You don't even drink around us. Yeah, that big lump, man. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Okay, Taylor Made Dreams is on here. Yeah, I told him that, whenever he's ready, just send me the information and I'll be ready. I like to collab with him because I don't mind collabing with somebody that's outside of the country, because I was asked why I don't collab with Old Dog and all those guys. They never asked me. But we can't really add anything new to the Philippine genre. You know, it just be, he's got a whole library of videos. I've got a whole library. What are we going to add new to it other than we're going to be sitting next to each other on a split screen? But the telemate guy, he's in the Dominican Republic. See, a lot of us guys who are in America who can't make it all the way over here to the Philippines, or who don't want to go through that treacherous 20-hour flight, they just drop off in the DR. But ain't nothing like the Filipinos, though. I would take over anybody. And I've been to Brazil, Rio. I've been to Cartagena, Colombia. Yeah, they got some just stunners over there, yeah, but too much fantasizing over there. Over here, you don't have to fantasize. It's the reality over here. Hey, Elhova29, thanks for that super chat. He said, your buddy TJ might have to get screwed on all the money he advertised that he spends on his girl. But if you got it, splurge, yeah. Well, see, he's a young guy. He's got it like that. And see, when I was his age and I was still running around out there, but actually I was married, I did the same thing. Hey, thanks, TJ. He said, for the super J, he said, don't watch me. He said, watch TV. But now you be living, man. I got to tell you, if he had a YouTube channel, man, it would be, okay, you know the guy over in, what's the guy in Thailand? What's his name? Zoom to Thailand? He ain't got nothing on TJ. And that guy, Zoom to Thailand, he's got a pretty extravagant lifestyle over there, but not like TJ. TJ's on a whole other level. You know, it makes you want to ask him, like I asked this guy today, where'd you get all that money? Because that's the first thing I asked him was like, man, here's the first question I asked him. I said, when he told me he sent all that money, I said, are you okay financially after this? But then I said, because I told him, your story's so preposterous, man. I'm not going to tell it. You're going to have to tell it because people aren't going to believe me. I said, not only that, but you got to send me some proof. I'm not even going to bring it up. Because I said, come on, man. Let me find out what the first thing I said. Damn, I can't. Well, here it is. He said, hey, Cal, I have to talk to you, please. I need advice, help, please, because I don't know who to talk to about pennies, but you know about them. And I said, hey, thanks for reaching out. What can I help you with? He said, I got a story for you, bro. He said, I never dated a Filipino before. I never been to the Philippines. So I'm a new man to the Philippines and Filipinas. I spent over 20 million pesos in 2 years on this girl. Moved her out of the squatters area, blah, blah, blah. I said, 20 million pesos? That's $400,000. He said, yeah, I did, man. I'm stupid. Over 2 million, over 2 years' time. I said, what did you buy with that money? Where did you get that kind of money, man? That's what I asked him. Because, damn, that's a lot of money, man. But yeah, guys, I'm going to get off of here, man. I hope this guy eventually surfaces. Maybe he talked to that girl, because the last time he sent her money was September the 23rd. I did go on record, man. I'm not going to lie. I told him, don't send another peso. I could be putting my life in jeopardy. Because if somebody was sending me that kind of money and some guy on YouTube was saying, don't send them no more money, I might get upset about that. He said he probably had to go to the Western Union. Yeah, but it was so crazy that I said, I don't believe you. And unless you can send me some proof, I'm not even going to bring it up. And this guy sends me sheet after sheet, row after row after row after money of he sent this woman. He only sent me 6 months worth and was approaching $100,000. So he said, Calvin, I'm not lying. He said, I wouldn't lie to you. Damn. It's a lot of money, man. He said, hey, Cal, how's that air fryer working out for you? Beautiful. That damn weird ass. I mean, they made some fried chicken 2 days ago. Even the old weird guest couldn't control himself. He ate about 5 or 6 pieces. He thought I wasn't looking. He reached and got another piece. I don't care, man. That's what we made it for. Because, the man eats first. Whatever we eat, then what's left, they eat. It's just their culture. But, I don't eat that much. Yeah, pray for Florida, man. For real. He said the desire for love sinks a lot of guys financially. Something's going on, man, because y'all thought that story I told the other day about the 12 million. I guess he saw that video and he said, man, I spent 20 million. And I'm like, wow, what would you spend that on, man? Where did you get that kind of money from? That's 10 lifetimes of money over here. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, her kids, grandkids, great grandkids could all have money, but he said she blew the money. What do you blow 400,000 on? But they'll find a way to blow it over here, man. And then they'll look back on it like, where'd all that money go? Because trust me, man, I've had a drug problem. I've had a gambling problem, but nothing like this. Yeah, this guy might have been Spain, to be honest with you, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, who comes to St. Carlos City just to sit in my guest house all damn day for 2 days? Like he's sleeping. It didn't make sense to me. But, I'm the type of guy, I leave people alone. I learned that from over here. I leave people alone. It wasn't until he tried to sneak out my gate without saying goodbye, didn't sign my wall, did I realize there's something going on with this guy. I don't want him back. Yeah, he spent that much without going to the Philippines. Look, guys, stop that. If you're going to watch my channel, at least have some damn balls. Go get, you can spend a fraction of that money with Big Shirley and have a good time. At least you're going to have the real live, in the flesh woman. You're going to get your money's worth. But when you send in these, it doesn't take that much money. Man, I don't know, man. Well, it's too late. She done spent the money, Derek. She blew it. They're all going to blow it. 400,000 US dollars. I didn't believe it until he sent it to me. I said, you're lying. He said, no, I'm not, Calvin. So I'm going to stay on this guy. Hopefully he'll, contact me again, because this is a story of all stories. If you don't learn anything from his story, you're not listening. You want to be a damn fool. Yeah, the mother's been checking it for 2 days now. But we never felt like we were in any kind of harm. Our lives are in jeopardy. He was just, his behavior just threw us off, man. When the mother's from the old school Philippines. She's 66. She's from the old school Philippines where they roll out 2 red carpets for you. When she says, she says, Calvin, there was something strange about him. She said strange. She didn't say weird. I know there's something strange. She said, of all of your guests that you've ever had here, he was different. Because, the mother, when I got a guest over there, she takes coffee over. Do you want tea? Do you want me to serve your breakfast here, or you want to eat in the house, the whole 9 yards, guys. And when she says, Calvin, of all your guests, there's something different about him. There's something different about him. Okay? Hey, what's going on, Francisco Garin? Yeah, I got to get off here, guys, because I got to do the electronic community pantry giveaway. Merlin, let me see your phone, please. She's got the spin wheel on there, because we didn't do it yesterday. Let me see your phone real quick. Thank y'all so much for your super chats, your super stickers, your thumbs up, all your support, man, for Sunshine Shoulders. And no, guys, don't fall for that. That wasn't who y'all think it was over here. No. He would never step foot. He's not even here in the Philippines. Somebody sent me a video about showing where he's in the airport. Guys, that's staged. He's not here. Who makes those type of videos to prove that they're in the Philippines? You don't do that. You make a damn video, you show yourself on the beach. Or show yourself wrapped around some woman and show the plane landing. And that sent me 2 or 3 videos. He's here, Cal. I said, man, he ain't here. Who has to make videos like that to prove that they're in the Philippines? Go walk around and show people you got.
Boots on the ground. Real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Hey, thank y'all so much. Thanks, TJ, for the super chat. He said, see y'all on the 8th. Yes, the meet and greet. He said, headed to Singapore tomorrow for the first F1 free practices. Hotels are a fortune, or would be. Thanks, Marriott points. But the atmosphere is out of this world. Penang is pretty skippable. Don't bother. Is that Malaysia? They ain't got no nice beaches or nothing, TJ. Take care, everybody. Yeah, I see y'all, man. Come on down. If you're in the area, October 8th, man, it's going to be nice. I promise you that. All the beer's on me. So if you want to bring your liquor, you can.